is Ruckus. Thanks for joining. Please like, subscribe, and share. 10-8. Talk about the Delphi case, but I want to do it mostly through chat. I want to know what you guys' opinion is and answer any questions that you guys may have. As you know, there's a lot of shit that's going on with Delphi that's not going on with Delphi. There's just so much bullshit out there. Hey D, Butterfly Kisses, how are ya? Rhonda, sound. Okay, how's that? Is that better? Helps to turn your microphone on. I just said good morning to everybody that's in here, so if I missed you. Hey, Julian, Rescue All the Dogs, Kid Kitty, Cammy, Jill, Betsy, Fur Baby Daddy, Bamison, Divided Kingdom, Laura Ann, Criminally Focused, Karen, Mayo. Mayo is a great show you did with LA, dude. That was the bomb. Betsy, how are you? Yeah, sorry about that, D. Brad, what's going on, brother? Something to say? Hey, hey, hey. What's going on? All right, let's get started with a few things that they're not pet peeves to me, but they drive me damn crazy, to be honest with you. Everybody's got their opinion on this Delphi case, and that's fine. We all should have our opinions. But there's some things that are just not worth talking about, in my opinion. And this is why I want to put it out to the chat, because I really want your opinion. I want to see what you guys think about this. Does anybody in chat believe that Richard Allen is not Bridge Guy? Hey, Mama. Hey, Marbles. Lee. Jill Moser. Does anybody out there believe that Richard Allen is not the Bridge Guy? That's where I want to start. Yeah, I do too, for a baby. Law enforcement is pretty confident that he is. And yes, Callie, I've seen that recently, actually. And that's okay. Like I said, people are going to have their opinions. But, some of it, law enforcement is pretty confident that Bridge Guy is Richard Allen. They're very confident. And, I agree with him. I agree with him 100%. But you have to talk about the charges that they filed on him, and we'll get to that in a second. But if Bridge Guy is somebody else, that'll be a shocker, man. But there was 43 seconds of video, and he was walking towards the girls, and Ellie's seen that whole video. So as he got closer, then you'd be able to see his face better, and I'm sure they did, and they were able to identify him. Now, it's a video off of an iPhone, so I'm sure that it wasn't clear enough for them to positively identify him. But it was enough to where once they got onto him, that they knew it was him. Yes. Yes, I agree, Anna. I agree. And that's why I wanted to talk about this. so that I can get people's opinions on it. You know, um, I don't want to just do my thing. Just talk whatever I want to say. I want to get everybody's opinion on it. And to me, that's the most intriguing place to start. Absolutely, because there's a lot of people that believe that he's not bridge guy, and if he's not, that'll be a shocker. You know what I mean? Um, and it looks like a lot of people agree that he is bridge guy. Now, let me ask you this: he wasn't even on the radar until October, and when LA brought him in, then now everybody's convinced that he's bridge guy, and we're all trying to tie him into the case. Now we have due process, so if he's innocent, he's certainly not acting like an innocent person right now at all. But if he's innocent, man, that's going to be a big shocker, isn't it? Well, then who's bridge guy if it's not him? You know what I mean? What's up, man? But I believe he's bridge guy, and law enforcement certainly believes he's bridge guy. Thank you, Rescue. It's called Ecamm. It's made specifically for Mac products, and that's all I have, so it works well. Works really well. Has anyone ever fallen off this bridge? I'm anxious just looking at it. Yeah, me too. But I don't know if anybody has. I don't know if anybody has. I'd imagine so. That's something I want to look at now. That's a good question. Kind of unrelated, but it's a good question. I mean, they put the new railings on it and all that for a reason. Hey, Trustin. And Mayo, I don't know if you heard me earlier. That show you did with LA was fantastic, dude. That was awesome. I can't wait to see the follow-ups on it. Yeah, I agree, Brad. I agree. But you still, critical thinking, you have to keep an open mind. You have to look at everything. There's been a few things that I felt that I was sure on. Well, then new evidence comes up, and I have to go back to square one. You know what I mean? The defense is going to blame Logan. You are ignoring that. I'm not ignoring that at all. At all. I'm sure the defense is going to blame Ron Logan. That would be good lawyering. Yeah, see, something to say. There's as many people think he's BG as don't. So it's weird. It's one of those things where it's not cut and dry. We got audio and video of this guy, right? And we're still discussing this. I am pro law enforcement. We all know that. So I believe them when they say, yeah, we've got evidence on this guy, and they locked him up and turned it over to the DA. So if that's the case, they're pretty confident. They're pretty confident in what they have. All right, let me see here. See if we can pick one out here. This case reeks with reasonable doubt, including former FBI persons in major media after RA was arrested, insisting Ron Logan was the best suspect. Well, Ron Logan didn't act like an innocent person either. I cannot rule him out. Hey, Miss Thing. I can't rule Ron Logan out. I'm not going to say he did it. I just can't rule him out. Whether or not he knew something or participated at some level. Jackie Johnson says there's not a lot of people who believe that, or at least not a lot of people who are willing to say it publicly regarding Logan. What do you mean by that, Jackie? I'll try not to say too much. I don't want to confuse the conversation either. I want to be able to keep up with the chat and answer questions and bring things up as soon as possible. Purdue, how are you, dear? 7-story drop into a shallow, rocky stream. Yeah, no thanks, Rescue. I'd be afraid of losing my footing and going sideways and stagger across the whole thing and then trip over. Yeah, that would suck. Anna says, my opinion has always been that BG ordered the girls down the hill under the bridge for an obscene act, not murder. But the girls ran and eventually crossed the creek. You may be right, Anna. You may be right. At this point, they're keeping so much close to the vest that it's hard. Hey, digital, that it's hard to say anything for sure. And I understand why they're doing it, and I don't blame them for doing it. Brad says, I want to know why the prosecutor doesn't believe that RA is the only actor involved. Good point. He said there were other actors. So what does that mean? He didn't say suspects. He didn't say participants. He said actors. So, all right, Jackie was following us up. The man in the video is wearing a fanny pack. Did Alan ever wear a fanny pack? I don't think so. Well, Jackie, you're going to have to prove to me that the man in video is wearing a fanny pack. I'm not saying he's not. Sleuth, what's up? I'm sure everybody in here is already subscribed to Sleuth, but if you're not, you need to go check him out. He is constantly, he has the insomnia crew in the middle of the night. He amazes me how much lives he does. But Sleuth's a good guy, really good guy. All right, batshit crazy. Cops in Delphi messed this case up. You're going to have to prove that to me too, batshit. They may have made some mistakes, but they didn't mess the case up. There's, making mistakes does not change facts, ever. And if they made mistakes, it'll come out, trust me. Hey, Steffa. Dead men tell no tales. You are correct. You are correct. Because there are several involved. Right, that's what I think. I think there's more people involved with this. But, could Richard Allen have been a lone wolf if he's guilty? Absolutely. Absolutely could have done it himself. And that's why I'm really stuck on this Muddy Bloody guy. Could he be the guy in the video but not involved in crime? Not with what they charged him with. What they charged him with tells me that he's involved. I certainly wouldn't tell my 13, 14-year-olds out there by themselves. Not shaming the parents, grandparents, just me personally. Yeah, Betsy, look what just happened in Oklahoma with those girls. 7 people were killed, but those girls, it's crazy. We'll talk about that soon. I don't think anyone's fallen off it. They used to rappel off it. Yeah, no thanks. I'm not doing that either. Defense is also questioning Ashley Garth and Garrett Kurtz. How do you know that? Batshit crazy. I'm not disputing it. I'm discussing it. How do you know that they're doing that? Because defense does not put out information like that I'm aware of. I've never seen it anyway. Very few people are saying it's Logan. Okay. Yeah, but there are still people that are still saying that it is Logan. What excludes RL as a person of interest? Just the fish store timing. I don't think that excludes him at all, because the receipt was from like 5:30, so he had plenty of time to commit the crime and then go there. But I'm sure they've already looked at that, and I'm pretty confident that he did not participate in the murder, because otherwise we would know that by now. And it says, how to find pictures of RA even wearing blue jeans. But if he had a long history of stalking or whatever, he could have had an outfit just for that purpose. Good point. Good point. Don, how are you, sir? What's going on? Indy Pam says, I'm pro Ellie too, but we all know Ellie can lie to us. They can to a point. To a point, Andy. They can't out and out bold-faced lie when it comes to evidence or interrogations. But yes, they can mislead the public. They certainly can. I didn't catch what Lee said. Rescue all the dogs, super chat, $4.99. Lemon cracker lifting baby lemon in the air to congratulate him. It puts some weird stuff. And when it shows up in my YouTube studio, it's a image. It's not a it's a graphic image. It's not text. I don't think it looks like Logan on the bridge. He was too big. I see little Richard Allen. How you doing, Cleo? Good afternoon. Let me see. Got wife Lilith here. She actually said there were multiple voices heard. Laws used to be created for major criminals, theft, murder, mayhem. What people don't get about Richard Allen's odd alibi is now drivers can become criminals without intending to be. No criminal finesse. Well, and I agree. Anna. But that whole situation is left open to interpretation. It really is. Nothing was cut and dry. They should have came out and said he was cleared or not, in my opinion. Yeah, Prof will open your brain. Anybody that's not subscribed to Prof, check him out. And yes, they are sleuths, false confessions. These weirdos. That's why they don't put out too much information. Callie says Logan had a white mustache. People overlook the fact the dark goatee isn't a white mustache. That picture, you can't really identify any of that, to me. I've looked at it a million times. I'm certainly not a Photoshop genius or know how to clear up photos or anything, but a lot of people have. Like Sleuth here. Sleuth's done a lot of work with the images, so has Gray Hughes. And I just don't see... I couldn't tell you that it was Richard Allen right now. I think it was because law enforcement is very confident. Kristen, behind the crime door. Hey, Ruckus, glad to catch you live. It's good to have you, Kristen. You guys need to subscribe to Kristen as well. Great creator, great person. I've watched her for a while. And it says, I think it matters that one or more witnesses describe the man all in black. All black is a big difference from medium blue of BG's jean and jacket. Anna, I agree, but I'm here to tell you that eyewitnesses are horrible. Not one of them people will stand up through cross-examination. Period. If this ever goes to trial, you'll see. They'll rip them apart. That has zero impact on anything. It was enough probable cause to get him arrested, but that's it. Just like that bullet. Okay. Let me go back to Bamacan. Not sure, but we don't have all the info LE have. LE will follow the evidence wherever it takes them. Yes, absolutely. Now, do they make mistakes? Yes, but they catch them. They're watching each other, trust me. All of those detectives work in unison. They discuss things. They don't argue. They don't debate, So, Wife Lilith, I must be blocked here too. No. Why are you saying that? I see you. Where else are you blocked? I don't agree with half the things you say. You know that already, though, Holly. But I am a Discord and a YouTube channel of the people. Say what you got to say. I'm all right with it. As long as you're not bothering anybody in chat. He's the reason Yorkshire Ripper claimed 3 more victims, Sleuth. Okay? Gotcha. Yes, he certainly did, Indy Pam. I saw that. Sleuth showed a picture of him looking younger and in black. Yeah, we won't know until those witnesses come forward. What's up, Yakio? Yeah, I believe there's more people involved. And I believe that's all it will come to light soon because Richard Allen's rolling. Keegan's already rolling. They're probably collaborating their stories. I was wondering if RL was aware that he would be using his property that day. They using his property. He may well have. That's what I'm saying. I cannot clear the guy. Anybody that is trying to get an alibi prior to a crime being identified as being committed, that's sketchy. That's sketchy as fuck. We call that a clue in the business. Yeah, wife Lilith, I think you're just being paranoid, dear. Like I said, I don't agree with a lot of the things you say and do, but I'm not going to block you. I'd rather talk to you. Steph, Kristen, I was just talking about you. I was talking about a great job you did on Tristan's case. Yes, absolutely. Kristen rocks. Okay, thanks. I figured it was just blocked here too. No, you are not. You are not, dear. Welcome aboard, Holly. You speak your mind here. There we go. All right, so we've all established Lilith's not blocked. I believe that was a photograph, Anna, that showed the difference with shadowing and lighting. How one person, same picture could look be in blue jeans, blue jacket and blue jeans, but it looked like black jacket and black jeans. Boji 708, what's going on? Yes, wife Lilith's been on a tear lately, putting information out. Hopefully, it can be others think of something they don't realize before. Yeah, absolutely. Wife Lilith, I will give you this. You are polarizing to me. And it says former mayor was suspected because of his facial expressions and body language during the presser. Yeah, but he was also in a meeting, and that's been verified. So there's been a lot of, to me, weird shit, weird theories. Yes, I do too, Sleuth. I do too. It's quite a difference from his regular looking clothes. Choices. Marbles loves Sleuth. Everybody loves Sleuth. Ruckus, does the PCA actually say RA was the man in Libby's video on the bridge? No. No, it does not. It does not specifically say that. And anybody that caught my live from yesterday, you see what I mean about how Indiana's PCAs are horrible. Horrible. But it is what it is. We got what we got to work with. But I'll check it. I think they refer to it, but I don't think they actually come out and say Richard Allen is the man on the bridge. But they definitely had enough probable cause to detain and arrest him. Absolutely. Absolutely. R.A. knobby knees, too short. His pants are always baggy at ankles. Agreed. Agreed. Like I said, I believe R.A.'s Richard Allen is bridge guy, and he is that guy in the picture because he matches well enough, and law enforcement has seen that video when he walked closer. So I'm going to go with law enforcement. They're not going to do. I know everybody's. Hey, Professor Pug. I know everybody's anti-law enforcement, and I get it. I get it. But if you just automatically say that it's law enforcement and they suck, you're not doing your homework. Hey, JJ, how are you? It wouldn't matter if they did. The defense will still use the evidence that investigators found against Logan. They absolutely will, Jackie. Absolutely will. The defense better. They better. That's their job. You know, they need to represent their client as best as they can. Absolutely. Thank you, Purdue, for putting that out. Hi, Michelle. Hey, Ruckus, if others are involved, what do you think is delaying their arrest? Evidence. Evidence. These people are creepy and they're sneaky. They hide behind VPNs, firewalls. They have 7, 8 different accounts. They'll use other people's accounts. All of that stuff. Lee, well, it was my thoughts at first because if you look at BG and look up a video of the old mayor, it looked to be me that wall was the same. Yeah, there was a lot of things, and to me they're wacko. But I wasn't around back then. Okay, when all that stuff came out, nobody knew what we knew now, and you guys were on it. You were looking at every single thing. So for me to jump in and I see that stuff, and you say, "Oh, well, that's been debunked," but no, that's good detective work. It really is. But when you get new information, you need to move on. That's also good detective work. Don't stay on a PIO if you cleared them. So defense lawyers make up the best explanation for their client's defense if the accused can't put together a story that makes sense. Absolutely. It's all smoke and mirrors at this point, Chemo. All smoke and mirrors. Unfortunately, the facts do not mean anything at this point at all. They're gonna trick and lie and do whatever they can. Attorneys should be held accountable for lying. They should be charged with perjury, in my opinion. They never will be though. Anna, the bridge guy outfit could have been something my husband would have worn. Whoop, quick draw. But he would never worn the all black outfit in the picture. Is somebody accusing your husband, Anna? Hi, Kate. The facial hair is there. Yes, it is. The mustache is thick like Logan's. It's probably just a video, the low quality. It may or it may not be. You may be absolutely right, Jackie. You may be right. Got to keep that in mind. Just keep an open mind, that's all. Digital. I just watched the interview with Doug Carter where he said the search, even with possible up to 1,000 searches on the 13th, did not compromise the crime scene. What's your opinion? They absolutely compromised the crime scene because we don't know which way, whoever committed this crime, we don't know which way they left. So with all those people in the woods, the dogs are useless. They're useless. They can't pick up a scent. I've been involved with a couple tracking the bad guy, and they get pissed off. Canine guys get pissed off if we go in the woods even a couple feet because it fucks up the scent for the dogs. Hey, Don, if you look at a distant picture of Ron Logan, you can't see a white mustache. Yeah, good point. All of these are good points. Do you think RA is going to spill on the other actors? Absolutely. If there's other people involved, he's already spilled on them. That's why he's postponing shit. He's not acting like an innocent person. An innocent person wouldn't be postponing anything. They're trying to find out information. That's why they're doing this bond hearing, because the state has to give the preponderance of evidence, and they want to see what the state has, because he's guilty of something. And that's all my opinion. All my opinion. The Prof. Thanks for stopping by, Prof. I appreciate it. I know you're busy, man. I have full confidence in the ISP. I do as well. And if they screwed up, I'm telling you, it'll come out. We'll all know. We'll all know who did what. Trust me. Attorneys can't make up stuff. They have to work with evidence and what the client says. You are wrong, Anna. Go watch the O.J. Simpson trial. Go watch the Casey Anthony trial. They make up shit all the time. And I don't mean that to be a dick. I'm not trying to be a dick, Anna, at all. I like you. I like your participation and all that. I'm just saying that they do make up shit all the time. I didn't mean to sound snarky. Ruckus Rocks. I was curious about where you were with the bullet. The bullet was enough to get probable cause. They matched it to his gun. That's not junk science at all, but it's easy for the defense to get that tossed out. They'll run enough experts that they have across the witness stand. Wouldn't shock me if Alan was just a perv who panicked. Yeah, but I think that bullet was there, Brad, because he tried to gain control of the girls by racking it to scare them, and he didn't realize he had one in the chamber because he wasn't thinking. It was a tense moment. Hi, Lakeside. How are you? How's New Hampshire doing? Keegan's a scumbag. Yes, Keegan is a scumbag. And yes, God bless Alex. Alex is a great guy. Big shout out to Alex. Big shout out. He's a good dude. Does anybody know when RA went to Tennessee on vacation? I do not, Lacey. I definitely do not. Yes, Alex is awesome. Alex is the bomb.com. I wish he would get a channel, but he's kind of stepped back away from the true crime tour, But if he got his own channel and does everything that he does, he's a very talented guy. Very talented guy. Mama, how are ya? Love your covering Delphi. My heart belongs to Delphi. I need to follow over the next years until it is done. Then lessons need to be learned for everyone. Absolutely. Absolutely. This case is so weird. It really is. It really is. It's crazy. But we'll learn something from it. That's for sure. Thank you very much. Thank you. Here we go. Thank you. Thank you very much. If he's guilty, that's my opinion. Completely enraged after floundering through the creek. Had to stop the girls from reaching safety at the road at Ron Logan's house. You're absolutely right. You could be 100% correct, Anna. And we'll all know soon. Law enforcement's not going to release anything. And I hope Doug Carter stays to his word and says he'll tell us everything, not just when he writes his book either. Professor, they said we will be shocked at the people arrested. That was Tobe that said that, right? Yeah. Well, I'm wondering how that's going to pan out, though. You know, I think it's possible Ron Logan was tipped off that he should get an alibi for that time frame. You could be right as well. I mean, it's sketchy to say that he got that alibi just because of the driving thing. He could have. We don't know what he was thinking, but to me, it doesn't pass the sniff test. Ron Logan made himself a stone that had to be turned, a tree that had to be shaken. Yes, but from what I understand, they shook that tree. They shook that tree pretty damn good. And if he was involved at all, law enforcement knows it, and they got whatever information that he had. I don't think he was participating in anything. Otherwise, it would have been a different outcome. All right, let me see. Sorry, Jackie. He asked for an alibi between 2 and 2:30 p.m. before the girls were found. That's beyond incriminating. Logan, that is. That's when the girls were abducted. I agree. That's what jumps out at me, Jackie. But again, we don't know. Oh, I'm sorry, Southern. I didn't know that. I don't know why. I'm certainly not kicking you off. I love you. Okay, Anna says the neighbor, Pat Brown, asked for Ron Logan for permission to search Ron Logan's land for the lost girls. That would get a property owner's attention. Absolutely. Absolutely. And if you were Ron Logan and you lived on that property, you knew they were looking for the girls and they called the search off, wouldn't you at least just go check all of your property at least? You know, I would. That doesn't, but that's me. It's easy to be a Monday morning quarterback. Trust me. His 209 phone call proves that. I'm not sold on that, Jackie. I'm not sold on any of the ping. I'm not sold on any of them locating anybody with a cell phone in that area. I'm not sold on it. There's only one tower. The second one's too far away. You can't ping anybody. You can't pick anything up. Otherwise, they would have done a cell dump. And they didn't. Everybody loves Sleuth. Why wouldn't you? And Callie has a channel, The Divided Kingdom. You guys need to go subscribe to Callie as well. Callie's a good bloke. He used to be crime bloke. Now he's The Divided Kingdom, and he's doing a great job. Assuming the bail hearing happens in June, when is the earliest the trial could be held? No telling. They can put it off. He has not signed anything to waive his right to a speedy trial yet. So we don't know. If that happens, they could put it off for a while. Yes, Indiana small towns are weird. I'm starting to think the big ones are as well. Hey, Hybrid. Heather Marie, wow. Great creators on here. Absolutely. Absolutely. This is the spot right now. We get all the big guns in here. And I love going into Sleuth's members only Discord. Any of you guys that are members in his channel, you need to get into his Discord. Great conversations in there. Great conversations. Absolutely. And it's fun too. We pick at each other a little bit. Not too much, but a little bit. Cammy, not a popular statement, but I still think Sleuth was onto something with JP. Whoop. With JP, and still think JP may know more. Why is that not a popular statement? Nobody has proved that is right or wrong. So I don't see it as an unpopular statement. You have to look at everything, every single thing. And you have to consider every single thing, you know. And if you don't, you're not doing yourself any favors. You'll drive yourself crazy with a case like this. Guy in the bridge looks hinky, but just a Just thinking outside the box. Yes, Mama, absolutely. Absolutely. They have checked, as far as I know, they've gone through a lot of background on people that are involved with this. Not that I'm aware of. Not that I'm aware of. I haven't seen anything even close to this craziness, Owls, at all. Nothing even close. Exactly. What if they don't? Could happen. Jackie, I'm 59. I don't remember what you're talking about because I'm stupid. I'm not anti LE. I am anti humans covering their ass. Yeah, absolutely. Unfortunately, Don, that's never going to change. Never going to change ever. Um, when we used to write reports, we got together and we made sure that everybody had the same thing on the reports, right down to which arm you grabbed if you touched somebody. I believe his wife started thinking, whoa. I believe his wife started thinking he was BG, and if you watch her vids at home, in one video, she says she can't take this anymore and show enough records. Richard standing in the BG outfit without a knife. Okay. A lot of people in welcome motive. A lot of that's pretty cool motive. A lot of people are thinking his wife knows more, but we really don't know at this point. We don't know if she tipped him in even. You know, it's okay to speculate and talk about it. That's how you find things out. But I wouldn't dwell on things if you can't vet them and verify them. No, it's not gonna do you any good. Make you not sleep at night. Ask Prof. Prof doesn't sleep at night when he thinks of that stuff. The defense will call you all the reasonable doubt. The social media is created for sure. You can bet on that. They are smart guys. They are smart guys. Those guys started lawyering the second they got him in the stairwell when they found out they were representing him. Keegan's too thick to use a VPN. You may be right. You may be right. Policing is more scientific and regulated at this time. That's why former police think PC equals guilt. Miranda was in 1966 decision. Policy was sloppy for a long time. I wish they would go back to the old policing ways, to be honest with you, Anna. Hey, Andrew, how are you, bud? Ruckus, we are not anti-LE. It's just Carroll County LE has been involved in many bad incidences. Yeah, maybe the way I said that came out wrong. I know a lot of people are blaming LE and saying that they fucked up. Even people that are pro LE are saying that. But there's just no grounds. You can't prove one thing to me that, right now that says that they fucked anything up because we don't know the truth. They may be deflecting and taking the heat. You don't know. Don't know at all. LE works hard and they have in this case. Have they made mistakes? Yes, of course, but they want this case solved. 100%, Kristen. 100%. Hey, Shay, how are you? Oh, yeah. You're stalking me from the sleuth crew. Could be worse, man. That's a good crew to come from, I'll tell you that. Yeah, lawyers do run this country, and they also ruin this country, Don. They're not very good. Most of them are not very high moral people. I'm definitely not anti-ILE. I work with some great ones. CC is a different world, though. Agreed. I'm finding that out as I go. Trust me. Indiana just released this sick freak that killed a guy in my old county last week. I covered it yesterday. They let him go. Fouts, Liggett, and Tobe are not to be trusted. Anyone disagree? Um, I don't know. I don't know enough. Fouts, I don't trust. Liggett and Tobe, I don't know enough about them to know that. I know there's a lot of speculation about it. And other people have made videos specifically geared to showing Tobe's ass. So, hard to take people seriously when they do things like that. Yeah, Shay is a stalker. Spocky Doo, what's good? Thank you. Welcome. Welcome aboard. I hope you're not dissatisfied with what we do over here. Defense lawyers always throw shade just doing their job, but lying they should have to pay. 100%, Camilla. 100%. Yeah, Kathy, you would know. You would know. It's good old boy there for sure. Absolutely. Corruption, I don't know. If it was corruption, it'd have to be huge, huge, for everybody to cover. It's just rich guy has a face that bent forward, and his face cannot be accurately discerned. Agreed, agreed. But law enforcement is pretty sure that that's Richard Allen, so they know more than we do. You're getting extorted, man. If the glove don't fit, right? Exactly, exactly. And how about Casey Anthony blaming the father, the grandfather, for killing the child? It's crazy. And they can see and do whatever they want. Zanny the nanny. There you go. And they know it's a lie, but they're just trying to trick the jury. It's all smoke and mirrors. Good morning, Evil CJ, my man. Anybody that's not taking a look at Evil CJ, you're not doing yourself any service here. He's great. He's fantastic. He has game night. He covers everything. And he's all around a good guy. You need to go check him out. Kristen, Carroll County has corruption for sure. There's obvious reasons to feel this. I don't buy into a conspiracy theory in regard to them, however. It would just be really hard, Kristen. If the people that would have to be involved for this case and for the Flora fire case to be corruption. Now, is it good old boy gone wild? Yeah, I'll agree to that right away. But corruption, man, that's hard. That's hard. A lot of it's nudge behind the doors, and law enforcement and politics always get caught when they're corrupt. Always. Was the slug in the body? What slug? You talking about the bullet? It was an unspent round, if that's what you're talking about. He ejected it out of whoever ejected that at some point. We don't even know. Could have fell out of somebody's pocket. Literally, we don't know. I'm pro Ali. However, there are major lessons to be learned, starting with the CO. He had to have seen a video at some point. Male in height range, age range, dressed like BG, admits to being in kill zone. Yeah, I've said it before. Purdue, Murder 101. First you clear everybody that was there or said they were there. That's day one of class. And they did not. So something happened or didn't happen. RA did place himself to LE that he was on the bridge and with the clothing that BG had on. Correct. Absolutely correct. Case and the Flora case are weird. Absolutely, Kathy. Absolutely, Kathy. They're weird because the way they're investigating, to me, is odd. There's obvious things that we can all see that they're not clearing and letting everybody know. And I'm not saying they need to let us know. Who the hell are we? We're nobody. But if they would just come forward with something, let us all know that they know what's going on. Something. Breath of fresh air would be nice. Yes, chemo. That's exactly what I said. And they do. If you scroll up a little bit, you'll see some examples, but I could give you a shitload. Send me an email. I'll send you a shitload of instances where attorneys make things up. Now, the DA cannot. The state's attorney cannot. The district attorney cannot. But the defense can. They can and they will lie. And they will lead a witness into a lie. Yeah, I agree. For sure, and Ron was dodgy. Poms didn't trust any police. Yeah, I agree. But still, looking for an alibi in that situation is just, I don't know, sketchy. Sketchy as all get out. I can't clear him because of the proximity of the crime, where the bodies were found, and him trying to get an alibi. I just can't. I can't say that he's totally innocent with everything. I would never have called off the dogs. Yeah, that may have been a mistake, Prof, like I was talking about. But if the reason that he did it is because the scent evidence was contaminated, well, then, bruv, Logan lived right there. To say that he's placed at the scene of the crime opposed to his house is very silly and uneducated statement. They're all uneducated statements, Callie, to be honest with you. It's not worth arguing over. Trust me. we're all speculating until we get more information. Until we get more information. But yes, I agree. Calling off the dogs, in hindsight, stupid. Stupid. Kingdom, how are you, dear? Yes, go back to the beginning. There's Fig. Fig, how are you, sir? So many big guns. What's up, Ruckus? Yeah, all the big guns are here. Everybody's here. This is a good conversation, though. This is stimulating some stuff. I feed off of Sleuth, man. I watch Sleuth, and then I feed off of him when it comes to this case. I like the way Sleuth likes to get different things out there. Even if I don't agree with him, I like his perspective on things. And plus, he's so bright. His future's so bright. He got to wear shades. You got to respect that. Angie Pangy. I don't know if positivity is BG. Need to see what they have. People are so sure that somebody else had the point. Yeah, I agree. And they could be wrong, but they're pretty confident. I'm here to tell you they would not. I'm not saying that they're right. I'm saying they're confident. And they would not charge him with what they did and arrest him and fuck his whole life up if they weren't pretty sure. Trust me. You can say what you want about them. They might be dumb, but they're not stupid. They're not going to do something like that. People want to insist the bridge guy, a.k.a. Killer, was the only male present. Meanwhile, there's an arguing couple. McCain brothers hiking, the possibility of JP taking pictures. Anna, you need to send me an email and not prove all that, but help me understand why you think that. Because flannel shirt guy, I thought he existed for a while too. People were very sure flannel shirt guy. Well, the PC comes out and there's no mention of it. So, Callie's Journals has superb content. He speaks hard truth. Truth cannot handle. I support Divided Kingdom. I do too. Yeah, the JP war was pretty ruckus, but I've seen it. I've seen it. No, that's not small. I've got one of the little Mossbergs. Thinking about you and your family for tomorrow. Did you ever find the child was going to be televised? I know people may say that Pat Brown was covered, but I wish to know why his car was in the cemetery. Did he have a legit reason? Work? Was it true about the lost keys? From what I understand, yes, his truck was in the cemetery. I don't know if he lost his keys or not. It's just something else that you have to consider and vet. You know, it may not have any impact on this case at the end of the day, but until it's the end of the day, we need to look at everything. Everything. And if you got to change your mind tomorrow, don't feel bad. Change your mind. You know, go with your head, not with your heart. Trust me. I personally feel JP was mentally ill, but got too personal and emotional, in my opinion, towards I can't disapprove all the love. Let me try and catch up with this chat. If I skip over one of your comments, I apologize. Super chat. Kingdom, thank you very much. Sending love right back at you. Right back at you. Yeah. Pat Brown's an interesting player in all of this as well. Absolutely. Yeah, Kingdom Minded's awesome, Professor Pug. She's a sweetheart. I'm looking forward. I'm going to hold you to that, Fig. The only thing which I blame authorities is when they said public was not at risk. If FRA was a killer, the public was at risk before and almost 6 years after the homicides. We don't know what caused them to say that, Anna. Again, I like the way you bring things to the table. I do. Absolutely. I love it to death. But we don't know what their mindset was. We don't know what they knew. I agree, Ruckus. My gut tells me Ellie is playing long chess with the perps, utilizing media as required. Maybe errors, but I don't think it's plentiful in some suspect. As some suspect. Yes, I agree 100%. I think they're doing a great job, to be honest with you. Great job. Have to go. Bye, marbles. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope your emergency's not too bad. Keep us posted. I'm going to that gun show, Big Fish. You believe that? I'm going to that gun show. And it's a good question, Michelle, but we don't know. We don't know what those people are thinking. We don't know why they move things or anything like that. Yeah, unfortunately, Heather, he may plead out, and we may never know. He may do what the Golden State Killer did: take the plea and go sit in his cell. Super chat from Professor Pug. Thank you so much. This is for everyone getting along in here when they all have different ideas to the truth. Amen. Amen, my sister. I like to keep it light and loose, you know. But if you got a problem with somebody, you got a problem with somebody, you know. I felt for a long time that the crime scene was altered during the night and that evidence was moved. Said to be complex scene, evidence also of clothing. Well, here's the thing. Here's what the problem I have with that, Anna, and I'm not picking on you, is that we didn't know anything about that crime scene until Ives talked about it. And when did Ives talk about it? After he left office. He's like, fuck this, I'm out. And then he wants to tell everybody what happened at the crime scene. I'm sure law enforcement wasn't very happy with him, if it indeed was factual. We don't know that yet until something comes out, until they tell us the whole story or until it goes to trial. But if he pleads out, you know, Copper Harris, what's going on? Chopper Harris, I'm sorry. We were talking in Sleuth's Discord about the Muddy Bloody guy on 300. You know, where was he seen? When was he seen? You know, who was the witness disarm? Why did it take so long to come forward? All of that. So we're trying to decide, because if they can prove that Muddy Bloody guy is indeed Richard Allen, well then yes, he definitely could have done it by himself, right? If that's him, if that's him. But you know, you can't not look at everything, and you can't stay focused on one POI or one theory. It's a theory. And as more information becomes available, you need to go back to square one, rethink things, and follow the evidence. That's the only thing that's going to let you sleep at night. Otherwise, you'll drive yourself crazy trying to prove a point that's just not there. Yeah, I haven't seen Fig comment anything about Flora, to be honest with you. If you want to, Fig, I have a whole bunch of, I have files and files of information if you're interested in it. It's crazy, though. And get ready to have your email box blown up. You know, it just happens. Yeah, I agree. 100%. But when they're investigating it, it's not public info, unfortunately. You think that maybe they would solve more cases if they put shit out during an active investigation. But they're just worried about, there's too many weirdos out there, man. Flora's cricket silence, and it's maddening. It's like they've gotten the sisters who died. Makes me so angry. Have forgotten the sisters. Yeah, I agree 100%. I do a Flora one once in a while to keep it on top, you know. I think there are a few people who would rather let RA babysit their kids instead of Tobel. Yeah, 100%, Fig. 100%. All seeing eye, how are you? Hope they have more. RA is going to walk. Yeah, that's not hope. They do have more. They do have more. There's no doubt about it. In my opinion, they actually should have been clear this whole time about what type of tips they were seeking and telling people who they were not interested from the beginning. 30,000 tips muddied the water. Yeah, 30,000 tips is nothing. You'd be amazed. Going crazy, how are you? That just isn't right that the defense can lie. I think everyone should be accountable. Truth and justice, forget about it. Forget about it. Yeah, they lie. They're going to continue to lie. Absolutely. Go look at any case and look at what the defense, just the opening statements and their closing arguments. Just look at what they say. They're they're free to do what they want. Yeah, you're right. If we can get those 911 tapes, Fig, how great would that be? It's not speculation that Logan's call at 2:09 places him near the bridge. Jackie, I disagree. Send me an email with where you got that from. And I'm not trying to discredit or debunk anything. I just disagree with that statement. Makes you wonder why DN officer wasn't more concerned with the fact that RA matched BG description to a T, in addition to his admission of being there. Bewildering. Yes, Miracle Hearts. And hi, by the way. Agree. 100%. 100%. Yeah, not only is he ace, he sends stalkers out. He probably has a mole in my Discord. Sleuth is great. So are you, Fig. The Florida 911 call. The 3K that Carroll County needs to pay for Fox 9 legal fees. Well, actually, it's going to be closer to 60K because they're going to continue to fight it. They could pay 30K and just release it, or they could just keep fighting it. It's just going to keep building up. But yet they wouldn't give the prosecutor $5,000. Doesn't make sense to me. Just like I say, move Richard Allen. Whatever it takes, move him. Prosecutor needs $5,000. $5,000. Give it to him. Give it to him. Let's get this thing rolling. Sleuth is awesome. I like the way he thinks about things. 100% agreed. Sleuth is the man. Thanks for the kind words. Dude, you deserve them. You work hard for the kind words. True Crime Web did some experiments at the trails, and phone pings are extremely inaccurate, not the same as geolocating. Agreed. Now, he did use an app to do that. And how accurate is that app? I don't know. But if Steve says that it's accurate and that he did it and he believes it, I believe him 100%. Steve doesn't have a dog in this fight. Steve thinks like a detective. Yeah, exactly, JJ. It'll ping all over the place. If you guys remember, Mike Patty, right after this all happened, said that Libby's phone was pinging all over town. And that's why. That's why. It's bouncing off towers, depends on weather, which radio receiving dish and transmitter it's hitting. It's crazy. No, Kamel, I've never even heard of that. I'll check it out though. If you send somebody in my Discord or shoot me an email on that, I'll take a look at it. Sooth has a great critical mind. I always remember his advice to not put yourself in a box when thinking of a theory. Much respect. Yeah, true. Kristen, you're absolutely right. Sleuth would have made a great detective. You're supposed to say, tell me more about me. Yeah, you're right. You're all too kind. Tell me more. Logan also resembles BG, along with his voice being similar. Those things were reported in Logan's PCA. You know, the voice thing, I can't get over the voice thing, to be honest with you. To me, that does not sound like, Jerry, what up? I'm pissed off about the Bruins. What are you going to do? But it's good to see you, brother. That begs the question, the prosecution going to claim that Allen was heavy build like Logan and BG. We'll find out, Jackie. We'll all find out together, you know. And when we do, I'm not going to discredit anything anybody said. Everything that everybody's saying here is absolutely worth looking into. It was worth looking into, even if it got discredited. If you throw out the little questions, then the big ones become little. I agree this is the best advice because in-box thinking has crippled this case more than anything. 100%. 100%. But there's a difference between thinking outside the box and thinking outside of the factory that makes the box. Being mentally ill doesn't exclude someone. In my humble opinion, you have to be mentally ill to kill two babies. I share that same opinion with you. There's something that wires are crossed. Wires are crossed. Miracle Hearts, absolutely. And those willing to die on the hill for their POI when they do not have all the evidence. Agreed. None of us have all the evidence. It's going to be so interesting. And we'll all get it at the same time. And it's going to be interesting to see how different creators react to the evidence. It's going to be interesting. Small towns always say public is safe when they're heinous crimes. Local politicians, leaders don't want the stink of serial crime upon their towns. Agreed. 100%. Mossberg has no pellet funds. I wouldn't die on any hill in this case. It's too crazy and we don't know shit. Absolutely. Absolutely. And the quicker, if you're hung up on a POI that you can't positively say it's them, the quicker you come off of that and go back to looking at evidence, the better off you'll be. Miracle Heart says to the crime doer, yes, in theories are contagious in a group setting and they can blur the lines between theories and facts very quickly. I agree. 100%. Let me see if I can catch up with this chat. If I skip by you, it's just you guys talking amongst yourself. That's fine. Miss Haunted Parlor, first time I seen you in here. Nice to see you. True story behind this case that most likely will not be made public. You may be correct. You may be correct. I don't think RA is killer. I just don't. But I could be totally wrong. I do suspect he's BG, though. Law enforcement is pretty confident that he's BG. So they didn't come right out and say that he committed the murder. They said by kidnapping the girls. That's what caused their death. So it's interesting. Need some more thumbs up, please. Yes, thank you, Purdue. Working it. I hope you guys are posting. We've got a bunch of creatives in here. If you would please post their links for me. Although most of the people in here already know these creators and already do follow them because they're wise people. Yeah, that dash cam video was shocking, especially since it clearly shows victims being removed from the building. Clearly shows that. Yeah, RA, just my opinion. I've been trying to abstain from it today. But, my opinion is Keegan Klein's definitely involved. Definitely. He has to be. Yeah, Anna, it may have taken a while for tests to come back. Stuff like that. Absolutely. Yeah, that dash cam video was disturbing, Kristen. To me, the lack of urgency is what jumped out at me straight away. Yes, we do. Growing crazy. Absolutely. It's in his PCA. Okay. Alrighty then. Then you are right. It just says he was in the area, did not give definite location on the bridge. Was in the PCA a search warrant? I think we're confusing stuff here. There was never a PCA with Ron Logan. There was a search warrant. And nothing was found and he was not arrested. So that tells me the search warrant was not found to have PCA. There was not PCA to search, but that's it. I would be upset with LE if evidence was mishandled at RA house and reported by neighbors, thus making it inadmissible. Yes, I don't like the way they carried stuff out of that house. I never have, never will. It's crazy. Yeah, 100%. So spoil him. Give him whatever he wants. Let's get this asshole a trial. Big up for having the stream in 60 FPS. Only realized on PC. See how nice? He lived there. What's your point? All right, slow it down, Callie. Ask questions, but you don't have to be snarky. He used his phone. Let's get him plumped up, mentally right. Trial, and if guilty, let him slowly slip away from him. Yeah. You know what? He's going to get fat in prison. And I know you guys don't want to hear this, but the prison's crawling with pedophiles and assholes and all that. Just crawling with them. They're nobody special there. You know what they are? They're down the bottom of the food chain. Hi, Melissa. MP said that while the girls are missing, how could he know that? Said that while the girls are missing. Right. Exactly. It's all stuff that you need to look at. But Steve at True Crime Web is the bomb. So much respect and love. Absolutely, Kristen. He texted me yesterday. He's busy in Texas working the Crumb case. Chris is out there with him. Hey, Kristen, are you busy? Uh-oh. You're about to get unbusied. Yeah, Sleuth's chat's always great. It's always great. He's got great people in his Discord, great people in his chats. Very knowledgeable. He's like a light bulb, and we're all like flies. We're attracted to him like moths. Flies. Sorry, buddy. I didn't mean to say flies. Oh, I haven't seen that yesterday. Well, that's cool. I'm going to have to check it out. Chris is a good guy. Very good guy. Yeah, you need to watch Sleuth. Anybody who's anybody watches Sleuth. True. Good point. Shit's changed now, though. I wonder if they let cops smoke weed if it's medicinal. I mean, they let him work with antidepressants. You know, Mr. Steve is the real deal. I'm going by what the grandfather said. Michael Patty said the phone was pinging all over town. And that's what I'm saying. Just because he said it doesn't make it true. You have to keep that in mind. If you guys got to talk to a lot of people on different cases in different situations, you would understand what I'm talking about. Thank you very much, Miss Thang. Jerry, super chat. Thank you. I appreciate it, brother. To never mention their Bruins game again. You got it. I don't want to talk about it. I'm depressed. They had such a great season, man. Such a great season. But Bergeron was hurt, and they started the wrong goalie. I know I'm making excuses, but I'm from Boston. That's what we do. Searches on the phones impact which tower the calls hit. Correct. You're absolutely correct. It depends on weather, traffic, all of that. Now, some people will say, because there's another big case where they're using phone pings. People don't realize how CC wants to run the towns. Good Lord. First day with my new lips. They want to keep all the outsiders out. They want to be like a cult. I think all law enforcement is like that, to be honest with you, Lilith. They don't want anybody interfering. That's why different agencies argue over whose case it is and all that stuff. Ellie and family begged all of us across the USA to help IDBG. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. And whatever it takes to stay intrigued with this case is okay with me. It's very much okay with me. Be a rocker and hit the like. Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Don. Thank you very much. Is it true that flannel shirt guy lawyered up right away? Why would he lawyer up if he's innocent? Well, a lot of people do that. Actually, smart people do that, to be honest with you, Sparky do. But I don't think he even existed. From what I understand, not in the context that everybody believes. A herbage and slew secret, not secret weapon. The devil's lettuce. Beelzebub's cabbage. Yeah, explain that. Thank you, Sleuth. Bunch of slackers. Nobody's hitting the like button. It takes 2 seconds. And it helps out with the algorithms. Or as Frank Meister says, aneurysm. Helps out with the aneurysms. Oh, too much. Some of the things, and I slip up all the time. And LA usually clips them and sends them to me. It's so funny. I got 2 thumbs down. 65 thumbs up and 2 thumbs down. Can you believe that? Somebody thumbs down me. Last night somebody thumbs down me too. I got a mole. Definitely got a mole. RA getting moved is more of a danger to LE, not RA. They worry it would show up in a little jail to get him out. Yeah, anytime you transport a high risk inmate, it's absolutely high risk. It absolutely on law enforcement, on transport, everybody involved. Chopper Harris, I'd love to have all of us together in big barbecue, few beers, some of the devil's lettuce. Imagine the party we'd have. I couldn't even speculate what would happen at that party. Yeah, Big Fish, you are 100% right. And you guys need to know this. Do not get sucked into a field sobriety test. It's not a pass or fail. Now I got 4 thumbs down. But sobriety test is not a pass or fail. That's only to gather evidence against you. It's the only reason they do those sobriety tests. It's the only reason. There's only one hill I die in this case. 2019 press conference. They were talking to a profile, not to a specific person. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. Yes, please subscribe to True Crime, to Sleuth, The Divided Kingdom, Fig. If you want to get the no bullshit story, I lean on Fig for that. Even though he teases me with things that he can get a hold of and then pulls the carpet off my ear. I think he's doing that on purpose. Yeah, I saw that with you and Alex. I didn't see anything bad, though. He's in my Discord. He has his own channel in my Discord. Holly, you can just join that and you can talk to him not face to face, but personally. He's pretty quick with answering and stuff like that, too. He's a good dude. Whatever, same thing. He made a call and that placed him nearby. All right, Jackie. Well, when you make statements like he was definitely there, that's where people question you. But I do not question it. I just want to know where you got it from. That's all. Nothing but love for you, though, Jackie. I love people that question things. That's what I do. I'm not the smartest person out there, but there are ways many child predators out in the roaming and preying. There's no way. There's no way. You don't know who they are. They just... You'd be surprised how many live near you. Yeah, Steve and Chris are in Texas. Absolutely are. I've been talking to Steve. Thank you for giving links to other channels. Maybe at Ruckus could add those to his channels section in his account. Great idea, Betsy, and I will do that. I didn't know I could do that, but I will figure that out today and do it. Thank you. Great suggestion. You hate Alex. How can you hate Alex? Nobody hates Alex. Wife Lil is curious about your name. Does it have anything to do with Adam and Eve, or Eve and Adam? Or have I gone off the deep end? Actually, both could be true. I think you've gone off the deep end. Super chat from Kamala Norris. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'm not tech savvy enough to send info, but please Google Haley Cummings, 2009, Putnam, Florida, Times Union. Very interesting. I absolutely will. Absolutely will. Let me get a screenshot of that so I can have it. Thank you very much, and I will look into it, especially since it's in Florida. And even though I'm retired, I do still have some contracts. Not true, Fig. Or does he have a bigger guns? Oh, we're going to have a gun show-off. A shootout. We're going to have a shootout. V. Marie, I'm sorry. I have zero control over the ads. Zero control. That still doesn't make sense, Holly. If Lilith is your pug's name, so you're saying you're your pug's wife? Help me out here. Cool name, though. No matter what it's for, it's a cool name. Also, considering phone pings at Delphi, the trails are about a mile, very small area overall. Yeah. I would move on past the phone pings thing, though, Anna. To be honest with you. Even if you're right, it doesn't have any impact on this case. in my opinion. In my opinion. Yeah, that's a sad case, Andy. And did you see the guy? He just got out of prison in 2020 for rape, and now he's going back to court for having CSAM. Please, please, make sure where your kids are going. I mean, mine are grown now, thank God, but I have grandbabies, and I keep in touch with them all the time. I am, I am boring. I am definitely boring. It happens though. What are you gonna do? Now it's on the news. UK, 2 missing teenagers found 7 bodies. Yes, that was in Oklahoma. I agree, Callie. Actually, I love the haters. Any publicity is good. Doesn't matter. Now I got 5 thumbs down though. Blouse? I'm gonna have to ask Alex about that. If flannel shirt guy. See, I'm tired of that word if, Anna. Nothing against you. But, if worms had machine guns, birds wouldn't fuck with them. It's been 6 years. There shouldn't be an if about who's on that trail at this point. At all. Glad to hear everyone's opinions. I just subscribed. Kevin, thank you, and welcome aboard. I'm getting ready to wind it down. Got about 15 minutes left. Yeah, it'd be cool to hang out with Chopper, wouldn't it? Digital, I don't know if you go in Prof's Discord or not, or if you're subscribed to his channel, but good stuff. Good stuff. He doesn't have a PhD for nothing at all. Yes, there's a lot of great people in here, Anna, and you are one of them, my friend. I didn't know men wear blouses. No, they don't. They do not. Not the ones that identify as men, anyways. They are jealous of you, Ruckus, my dear. Yes, they must be. They must be. But that's okay. Oh, so Boji's the one that's doing it. You give me the thumbs down, bruh? Started to as well, Delphi, and make you start questioning if your whole life is even real. Yeah. Well, it's easy to get in rabbit holes. I try to avoid them. I have some experience in this kind of thing. So I was like, yeah, I'm not going to get caught up in that. Fuck no, I got caught up right in all of it. Sucked right in. Thank you, Growing Crazy. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And thank you to the mods for posting links. And make sure that you give some love to the other creators too, please. I love you, sir. Big up Fig too. It means a lot of you two have started because of me on Reddit. There you go again, Callie. My goodness. Fig Solve remind me too often not to eat low-hanging fruit without peeling it first. That's a great analogy. It's a great analogy. I like talking with you, Sleuth. We don't get to talk enough. We should do a live where we just bullshit like this and let people talk and ask questions because I like the way you think. Even if it's not the same way I'm thinking, I never think, oh, he's an idiot. No, I think, that's a good point. Oh, okay. I didn't know that, Anna. Well, good then. Thumbs down away. All people who think Alan is BG are biased too, and that's most people. Jackie, you're absolutely right. I'm biased by law enforcement in this case. They're very confident. They've charged this man. I deleted everything I made on Alex months ago. I didn't know you and Alex had smoke for each other. I had no idea. Alex is pretty level-headed. Good guy. Fig does give good advice. Fig's wicked smart. Wicked smart. Yeah, what are you kidding me, Anna? This is like a smorgasbord. I just cut another thumbs down. You people suck. I'm going to add channels to my channel now because of that suggestion. See? There you go. There you go. Alex Voorhees. He's the one that hacked into Keegan Klein's accounts and turned that information over to law enforcement so they could get into his social media accounts and the such. And before anybody asks, yes, that's illegal. No, law enforcement doesn't care because they just reverse engineer it like they did it. And that's how that works. You're a dick. It's all right. I'm going to find out if it matters. Then I don't care. It's just interactions. But, if you honestly don't agree, yeah, throw that thumbs down. But I don't see what you can agree or disagree with. I haven't made too many statements today. I was trying to info off is causing him to have my shit crashed. I don't understand. I don't understand what that means. A shootout. Yes, I think so. Between Alex and Fig on Discord. Yeah, you guys need to come into the Discords. It's hilarious. Sluice is member only, and it's worth being a member just for the price of admission to get into his Discord. He's got some great people in there. And Sleuth is very active in there as well. Yes, I hate that Alex is prettier than me, that son of a bitch. Alex is my boy, most caring person I've met. He's better looking and nicer, so I keep him around. Yeah, absolutely. He's a great guy, Fig. You already know that. He's a great guy. Him and I text back and forth and talk on the phone frequently. Just because we're friends, nothing to do with, I met him and we befriended each other. Lilith doesn't let herself get stigmatized ever. She doesn't like evil men. Are you talking about your pug? Or are you talking about yourself in the third person? What are we doing? Jill says, hi, Fig. Divided Kingdom, yes. That's linked to some crazy story about Lilith being mad at Adam before God made Eve. Lilith bounced on Adam because he didn't want to let her bed. Oh, really? See, I didn't know that. I did not know that. Look, man, go ahead on. You got somebody else to fuck with today? Oh, that's some good shit. Missed you live this morning. Gonna watch it after this. I think his live. Oh, was it before this? Yeah, it was. It was at 11. I was getting ready for this, so I'm gonna have to be replay crew for sure. Absolutely. If worms had machine guns, birds wouldn't fuck with them. Legend. That's a great one. My grandfather used to say that all the time. JQ, what's going on, my Air Force brother? Dickmatize. Dickmatize is fantastic. That's a word I just learned recently over on Da Porch. You guys that haven't been to Da Porch, DA space porch, you got to go check it out. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. Good people there. They're very smart, intelligent conversations, but they will fuck you up quick. Quick. All right, we got about 7 minutes. So I'm just going to shut up and run through this chat. Now, the next live I had, I want to start slipping into, with this program, if you type a Q, a space, and then your question, I can search it as a question for me specifically, because I know chat talks to chat a lot as well. But if you have a question specifically for me, I can put in the queue and I can answer those questions instead of bumbling through shit like I'm doing now. But still, this program is fantastic. I got you, Boji. I see you. I'm watching you. Ruckamasably, so glad I caught you. I have to run. Be safe. Always be kind, everyone. Kristen, thank you so much for stopping in. I know you're very busy. You rock. Be good, Sleuth. Thanks for coming in, man. I appreciate it. I'm going to go watch your live from this morning after I'm done here. Yeah, it is. Hey, August. That's some funny shit, isn't it? Dickman. I can't go over onto porch without learning something new and laughing my ass off the whole time. No, Callie, you didn't say anything wrong. She's from Indiana, brother. Men do wear blouses. Steven Tyler, David Bowie, Dee Snider. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. And Maynard from Tool has been known to wear a blouse or two. I'm a big Tool fan. Seen him live a few times. These vampires are hanging upside down. They thought it was a thumbs up. There you go. I'm going with that. I'll go with that. Snoopsy, what's up? Yeah, my Discord's lit. It's Discord of the people. I don't block, ban, or censor anybody. You come in there and say what you want. Don't come crying to me, though, and talk about somebody talking about you. You go in there, you're on your own. Yes, the divided is True Crime Bloke. He's a good dude. Good dude. Yes, big up to the porch. You guys need to go over there and check it out. All right, guys. I've caught up with chat, finally. Can't believe it. Thank you, Snoopsy. Thank you for coming in. You caught us right at the end. Right at the very end. Got 3 minutes left. But I caught up with chat. I'm proud of myself. I thought Sleuth was the only one good enough to do that. Growing crazy. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. I really do. And everybody that gave super chats, thumbs up, liked, and shared, you guys are all awesome. I appreciate it. Even the thumbs down. Thanks for your input. People say anything they want in chat, but certain words make YouTube algorithm do bad things. Mods need to always watch. Yeah, I'm probably the worst offender of that, Anna. Now, I don't know if they just watch chat or what. I have no idea. But things that come out of my mouth. You're the best too, Jillian. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. I'm glad you made it too, Shay. You're a stalker. Kamala, thank you so much for your super chat. You're the bomb.com. Shay, welcome aboard. This place gets crazy. I have guests on sometimes. Sometimes I do legit interviews. Sometimes I have other law enforcement guys, and we talk shop and we act crazy. So it does get a little wild up in here. But that's all I have for today, guys. Please like, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your family. Tell them to come check out old Ruckus. You're welcome, V. Marie. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for posting that, Callie. I will catch you guys later on this afternoon. I'm doing a show at 6 o'clock with LA, so it'll be entertaining if nothing else. Him and I, we work well together, but we feed off of each other's totally disgusting sick sense of humor, and it gets to be pretty funny sometimes. Thank you, August. You rock too. You guys have a great day. My name is Ruckus. Thanks for joining. Please like, subscribe, and share. 10-8.